Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 3 of Juggernaut Hottakes. I am Mark Brunello, co-host.
Jane Sangolini.
And today we're going to be going over the trade deadline in the NBA. That was a while ago, but first time we've been on in 2 weeks. Special hour episode today. So we're going to be going over the trade deadline, recapping All-Star Saturday yesterday, and our prediction for the All-Star game today, along with a couple hot takes, all-time lists, LeBron GOAT debate. Oh my God, we got one. Oh my, Celine is in this call. Okay, so let's get started with the dunk contest. So Matt McClung won that. It was whatever. He had some good dunks.
Herbert Jones. I mean, he made his. It was Herbert Jones. He made all of his dunks, but again, wasn't really anything too special.
Mac McClung, people are being like, "Oh my God, he got all 10s." He was going against. He's a G leaguer, dude. He's a G leaguer. Like, he's going against a bunch of all right people. Who is this? Matt McClung was filthy though. He did. Here's the thing. I thought he deserved a couple of the 50s he got, but I don't like the scoring system now. Because I like how it was where it was like 10s and 9s. Because a couple of dunks, they're like 48s. But like individually, people will give him 9s. And 5 9s is a 45. So I feel like the scoring system should go back to where it was. But he did deserve a couple of those 50s.
I can kind of see why they. I don't really like the scoring change either, but I could kind of see why they did it just because they gave him more options to score from. But that being said, oh boy. That being said, they have more options to score from having 1 through 50, but they don't really use numbers outside of 40. They kind of just have it.
Kind of.
They have a larger range of numbers, but they don't use that large range that they have.
Yeah, we should get LeBron on the podcast. So let's think of that. Well, yeah, Noah L. I totally don't know who you are. We are spoiled right now because I feel like the dunk contest hit its peak already. Like I feel like there's like most of the dunks that could be done have already been done. You saw that with the Zach LaVine, Aaron Gordon dunk contest a couple years back. That was like peak. That's basically where it topped. That's basically where, and ever since that, there have been a couple good ones. The Hamidou Diallo one was good. I enjoyed that one, but I feel like it's just recapping the same old dunks with your own twist, which is what you're supposed to do. But I feel like it's just gone to the point where it's just like hard to make up for.
There's also not as many people were alive for these ones, but the Vince Carter, Jason Richardson, Gerald Green, that era dunk contest, especially since not as many of the dunks had been done before. I had a feeling you had a feeling of nostalgia because you experienced seeing dunks that you've never seen for the first time.
Yeah.
And it's really nice to see stuff that's unique,
Yeah, and I feel like there were a couple of unique ones yesterday, like the Matt McClung dunk in the first round. That was special. The Jose Alvarado one, that was unexpected. That was really creativity points. But then there were just ones like the two-handed rim.
Wait,
like who did the one where he just put both hands in the rim?
No, that was Jericho Sims, the one where he grabbed the net, did that.
Yeah, like he did that twice. We missed the first dunk. But he did that twice because I was watching the recap. He just did the same dunk twice. Thank you, Michael. Jose is a beast. Yeah, he also looks a lot like Jar Jar Binks now. Michael, if you're still in here, you should tune in next time if we ever do one of these. Do you know that? Is that like so?
It sounds familiar.
All right. Yeah. What are your thoughts on Halliburton tying the 3-point contest record for a round? Well, in the first round, here's the thing. obviously it's impressive that I did that, but I don't think it's like as impressive as it were to be if he did that in the past years. Because he did that with the Mountain Dew bomb. That's 3 points. That added 6 potential points, and it also added 10 seconds on the shot clock. Because it was a minute 10 instead of a minute that was 2 or 3 years ago. Which I feel like those 10 seconds, people were like, they were like using those 10 seconds vitally, where those 2 shots shouldn't really accumulate to 10 seconds overall. Where Tyrese, 1, he needed the Mountain Dew ball to even do that, and 2, he was like really short on time. Where that 10 seconds, he would have been up in time a couple shots before.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have range just to hit an NBA 3 alone, and hitting a deeper NBA 3 again. It's kind of obvious that's a lot harder to hit that. But again, shouldn't take 10 seconds.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you. Yeah, and obviously him doing that was obviously impressive, him tying the record for a round. But with those two potential shots, 6 points and 2 shots, that's just, it's not really fair to everyone that's gone before. All right, so what else can we cover? We have covered Matt McClung.
Oh, yeah, just to add on to that, not to mention, I'm pretty sure the max score was actually 30 in a 3-point contest for a good amount of time.
Yeah, but Lillard obviously won that. He beat Halliburton in the final round, so Halliburton did amazing, but like, doesn't matter if you don't win.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of like hitting. It's not like hitting shots in practice. It's definitely not, because you still have all the same people watching you. There's just that pressure that's added on of being in the essence of the finals.
Super chat. How we turned super chat on?
Is it
top chat, live chat?
Is it this one?
I don't know. Super chat. Oh boy. We turned on this live chat, which is just all messages. Oh boy, what did we just do?
Oh, like donations.
Oh. Hey, Michael's gonna donate to us. I don't know if we can put on donations. I don't think. Is there like a amount of subs you must have? Because I don't think we like can put on donations. Because we tried to stream it from our phone and it didn't let us because of how many subs we had. So I don't think. We'll definitely look into that next time if we do one next Saturday. If Michael wants to be generous. No, but
we really appreciate it though.
Yeah. So what are your predictions for the All-Star game? Great segue, by the way. That was
So I'm pretty sure
sponsor the show. Hey, that's what we like to hear.
I haven't really taken too deep of a dive in their roster, but LeBron and Kyrie being back together, that's always nice to see.
Yeah. Okay. What are your predictions?
I don't know. I have to look at the roster.
Well, it's right there. So, Team LeBron, for those who don't know, because probably you don't know off the top of your head, Team LeBron starter are Kyrie, Donovan Mitchell. That's out of order. Okay. Kyrie, Ja, Mitchell, Jokic, and LeBron. Still out of order, but. And Team Giannis' starters are Luka, Tatum, Giannis, Markkanen, and Embiid. So, obviously, I feel like Markkanen, they haven't drafted yet. Yeah, they have. We have it up.
Yeah, they I'm pretty sure.
That's what you told me.
They drafted.
Yeah.
Team LeBron gets first, and we'll get his first pick.
So so the starters. Yeah, pick number 2, Luka. Pick number 3, LeBron. Pick number 4, Kyrie. And LeBron took. I thought they'd do it right before. We're looking. I don't know if you're such a dumbass, James. You're such a dumbass. Mock draft. Okay, forget what we said.
But if those were, should we make a prediction?
Mock draft. Yeah, let's make the prediction of the mock draft.
Should we look at the mock draft teams and make
Dude.
a prediction of the mock draft then?
Dude, if you want, let's make a prediction of a fake draft that hasn't happened yet. How about we do our own mock draft? Should we do a draft on the spot?
That's a good idea.
Actually. Okay.
That's a good idea.
So we have all the players right here. We already have the players.
Would you like to get first pick, or would you like to get?
Well, what is Giannis? You can be LeBron. I'll be Giannis. We're doing it in last year's order, not this year's order. This year's order is weird. They're doing like reserves first, and then I'll be Giannis. I'm now a 6'11" Greek guy.
All right. And I'm now going to be a guy that we're going to be talking about later in this episode.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if Giannis has the first pick or second pick. Let's say Giannis has the first pick. With the first pick, I'm Giannis. I'm a power forward, right? I'm a small forward, power forward. Position don't really matter. I could either stack the centers and take Jokic, but I'm gonna take Luka. I'm gonna take Luka first overall. Oh yeah, I already am 6'11". My bad. I forgot about that. I hit a growth spurt. Yeah. Thanks, Noah. we figured that out.
Yeah, that's my bad. I did not see the word mock in mock draft.
Yeah, you had us going up this whole thing. All-Star game mock draft picks. Okay, so I take Luka first overall.
I was gonna honestly take Luka if I had the first pick, just because of how much experience he's had playing at a very high level. But Jokic and Luka, I think either you can't go wrong with either one. So I'm just gonna go Jokic.
Yeah, that's a good pick. And I kind of have to fight fire with fire here. You took Jokic. I probably got to take the second best center in the league, arguably the best center. I got to take Embiid here. I think I don't want to have you have Jokic and me just be stacked with guards.
Yeah. And then I think I'm probably going to go with Tatum here.
Tatum, that's an interesting pick. That's a good pick too. That's a nice pick. So you got
wait, I guarantee LeBron drafts Steph. I don't think Steph is playing because he's injured.
Yeah, he's not.
Oh yeah. Oh. Then who replaced? Oh, De'Aaron Fox came in as a replacement.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So, you sure these starters are right? Right? Ja is starting.
The starters were official.
And Markkanen is starting.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Pretty sure. All right. Good enough for me. All right. So, I got Luka Embiid. I'm Giannis. I'm a power forward, right? You got Tatum. So, there's still Kyrie, Donovan Mitchell, Ja. There's still a lot of guards here I can take. So, I already got Luka. He can play combo guard. He can play point guard and
shooting guard and small forward.
If you want him to play, but I feel like I gotta. Kyrie's already played with them a couple games. I feel like I gotta take Kyrie just to pair Luka and Kyrie. They probably have better team chemistry than someone that hasn't played with each other at all. So I got to pair Luka up with Kyrie. So my team's looking like Giannis, Luka, Embiid, and Kyrie. And who will you take with your third pick?
I'm probably gonna take Ja with my third pick.
Okay, so there is Donovan Mitchell and Lauri Markkanen left. That was a good pick because I feel like now I'm forced to take Markkanen, who's definitely not as good as Donovan Mitchell. However, I'm stacked up on two guards. Kyrie's not a tall guard either. Luka could play forward, but I don't really want him to because Mitchell isn't really tall enough to play combo guard. Even though he has, I don't think he's consistent. So I feel like I'm forced to take Lauri Markkanen here.
And then that leaves me with Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah. You got to steal with Mitchell right there. All right, so the starters so far, your team is LeBron, Jokic, Tatum, Ja, and Mitchell. And my team is Giannis, Luka, Embiid, Kyrie, and Markkanen.
I mean, Markkanen is still really good.
So since I got the first, I think this is how they're doing it. Since I got the first pick out of the starters, you get the first pick out of all the reserves.
This is tough.
It's a big list.
I think I have to go with Shea.
That's a great pick.
Based on how well he's just been doing so well this year. 30 points a game, really hard to pass up. We all thought that, at least I thought the Thunder were not going to be very good. They have definitely proven me wrong. I don't think they're doing great, but they're definitely doing a lot better.
And they'll be good in the future too.
Yeah.
Shea is off the board. Here's the thing: I have 2 guards starting. I got Markkanen. I feel like Markkanen's great. I feel like there's someone I gotta replace him with though. However, I feel like I can wait because you got Shea. I feel like I got Max Fire with Fire again. I feel like I'm gonna get probably a top 3 passer today. I feel like I gotta get Halliburton off the bench.
That's a nice pick.
Oh, we lost a viewer. I guarantee LeBron James. Oh, you already read that. And
all right.
And we got 1 person still.
It's better than none.
Yeah.
All right. So we got PG. I think there's 2 names that stick out to me on this list. There's Damian Lillard and Jaylen Brown that both stick out to me. I think I'm going to go Jaylen Brown.
That's who I would pick, damn it.
Butler was snubbed. Yeah.
Yeah, that's facts. Butler was snubbed. I would have taken him over half the guys on this list. All right,
the fact that Jaren Jackson Jr., of course, is a great player, but the fact that he got in the All-Star game and AD did not get in the All-Star game, I don't really see the logic behind that because I'm pretty sure there was only a 6-game difference between how many games they played.
And
Devin Booker, also not in the All-Star game.
Should have been there, yeah. So
and by the way, that's not my idea. That's Noah's idea.
Yeah, shout out to Noah L. So there's still a lot of guards on the board, so I feel like I'm not forced to take a guard right away. This guy can play guard, but I feel like to have a guard forward with these many guards on the board, he can guard the guards, he can guard the forwards. I feel like DeMar is a must right now, so that's who I'm picking.
I think right now, there's a lot of ways to go. Because now at this point we both need a big, or ideally we'd take a big.
Mm-hmm.
There's Bam, Siakam, Jaren Jackson, Julius Randle, and Sabonis. So I think statistically I would probably take Pascal Siakam. And I think, but Sabonis you could probably take as well. But I'm probably going to take Pascal Siakam.
That's a good pick right there. And I would have done the same thing. I would have taken a big. However, my big, I feel like right now, even though he's small for his position, I feel like I got to take the one true center left. I feel like I got to take Bam. So our reserves are looking like I got Halliburton, DeMar, and Bam, and you got Shea, Brown, and Siakam. And with your 4th pick, who will you select?
Again, this is a name that really sticks out to me. I said it earlier. There was Damian Lillard and Jaylen Brown that I was thinking about taking that second bench slot. I think I'm going to take Damian Lillard here.
That's what I would have gone. That's a great pick.
Oh. Noah.
I don't think I'm getting killed here. I feel like I might be losing here. But I feel like he's got 3 guards on his bench. He's got
Jaylen Brown's a wing technically.
And Brown's a guard. Brown's a true guard. Shea's a guard. You can't make a argument that Shea's not a guard. Lillard is definitely a guard. But because of I got Halliburton, I got DeMar, Bam, I feel like it would either be good to take another guard or I could take Randall, but I don't. Screw Randall. I'm taking Anthony Edwards.
That's a good pick. I have a feeling that it's a must that I take this guy because I do need another big. I think my bench unit, I can probably go Lillard at the 1. I think I can get away with playing Shea at the 2. Jalen Brown can play the 3. Siakam can play the 4.
And you don't
Oh
have
no,
to.
I can put Siakam
And you
at
don't
the
have to
5.
put all your bench in at once.
Yeah, but just a bench unit is an easier way to think about it. I think I'm gonna take Domantas Sabonis here.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. I can go a couple ways here. There's Jaren Jackson Jr. still there. There's Drew Holiday. There's Randall. There's Fox. There's 2 guards. There's 2 bigs. But here's the way I look at it. Either way, I'll still get a big here. No matter the way you pick. And I feel like I gotta incorporate more defense in my team. I got a lot of shooters. DeMar is a mid-range sniper. Halliburton's a great offensive player. He can pass and is really explosive. Bam is decent at defense, but I feel like I gotta add more defense.
Sabonis over Jaren Jackson.
I agree with that. Sabonis. I would have Sabonis over Jaren Jackson Jr.
He's not a Walmart Well, how would you say the extent to saying that Sabonis is a Walmart Jokic is true?
Yeah, that's true. He's a great passer, just like his dad. His dad was a great passer, Arvidas.
Except he's not 7'3".
Yeah.
Or 7'4", however tall he was. I know he's a big boy.
Yeah. Arvidas was a great passer. DeMontis is as well. Too bad Arvidas didn't get to the NBA until his prime, but it is what it is. So I agree with that pick, especially since All-Star game is offensive. However, in an All-Star game, you still want a bit of defense. You still want a guy that can hold down the floor, hold down your guards, and because of that, I'm taking Drew Holiday here. Great defensive option, and almost as good on offense as the rest of these guys. So I feel like I gotta take Drew Holiday here.
I think looking at the names we have left, there's again another name that really sticks out to me. I know he's a little bit older now, and he's been in the NBA for over a decade, but looking at this, especially with how big his name is, he's been playing pretty well this year, especially with being alongside another superstar, even though he's been struggling with injuries. I think I'm going to go with Paul George here.
What?
Paul George.
Paul George is here?
Paul George, right above Ant.
Oh! I didn't see him. Oh, I wish I took him. Oh, I didn't see him. Oh, that's annoying. I just didn't see him. JJ. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm taking Jared. I don't really need much explanation here. I got my guards. I don't need Fox and Randall. Randall's been good this year.
He's really good statistic.
Yeah, he's been having a great season. He's amazing on fantasy. But Jaren Jackson Jr., as Noah L. said, he's been averaging. Noah L. He's been averaging 3 blocks. He's been shooting great 3-point. I gotta take Jaren Jackson Jr. with my second to last pick. Oh, Paul George was there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's annoying.
So now it's just between De'Aaron Fox and Julius Randle. I think I could go with either one here, but just because I have his shirt and I like him as a player, even though I have Julius Randle on fantasy, I love both of them, but I think I'm just gonna go with De'Aaron Fox.
That's a good pick. Fox, I don't think is the second worst player here. I feel like
a lot of people see Randle as just down there regardless. People saw that in the 3-point contest too. I mean, that's a given because you're going up against.
Yeah, they kind of just threw him out there though. We need a forward. Have Julius Randle. Like they really did him dirty there.
Yeah. You could have even put in Jalen Brown.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would be my first option, but he's definitely up there.
So I'll take Randle there. I had a couple guards. I had a couple forwards. You can always use an extra forward. So my team is looking like Luka, Embiid, Kyrie, Giannis, and Markkanen for the starters. Shane is Ja, Mitchell, LeBron, Tatum and Jokic. My bench unit is in no particular order: Bam, DeMar, Tyrese Halliburton, Anthony Edwards, Drew Holiday, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Randall. Where Shane's bench unit in no particular order is De'Aaron Fox, Paul George, Sabonis, Lillard, Shea, Brown, and Siakam. Hot take, I'm taking JJJ over Sabonis. I feel like statistically wise, and also the circumstances is also in the All-Star game.
Both of them are great in fantasy.
Yeah. Statistically wise, I feel like Jaren Jackson Jr. is probably better statistically wise. He is averaging 3 blocks a game. He is a bit more efficient. However, in those 3 blocks a game, he has had a 200% increase in blocks at home because of the scorecasters. I don't know if you've seen that before.
I haven't seen that.
But the scorecasters, it's whoever home team is doing the scorecard. And there's obviously an advantage on the home thing. Yeah, that's a normal thing, but 200% is like a lot. Because if you look at some clips, there's like clips where like he barely touched the ball and he got called for the block. Team Shannon 5, that's fair. That's fair.
I mean,
obviously I'm by Paul George.
Paul George in the second to last round.
Yeah, that's a steal. I didn't see him. I physically didn't see him. I would have.
I heard you saying 2 guards. I thought you were referring to Paul George.
No, I was referring to Fox and Drew. I just didn't see him there. I wrote it down, but yeah, that's a normal thing. But if you look at it, not half, but a good amount of his blocks, you'll look, he barely touched the rim. Or barely touched rim.
I mean,
he barely touched ball. He barely.
If you're in any circumstance, if you're 6'10", you can't touch rim unless you have 2 torn ACLs and a meniscus injury. Usually people would just be able to reach up like this, and their hand is like, yeah, thank you. Their hand is at most 8 inches away from the rim.
Yeah, but he doesn't even touch ball half the time. But Jaren Jackson Jr. over Sabonis, I don't agree with that. Although Jaren Jackson, we don't have the stats up right here. I can't really use stats. But although Jaren Jackson Jr., he puts up better stats. He's probably better in fantasy. But fantasy isn't the game. And just eye test, I feel like I'd rather have Sabonis. He's a much better passer. And although you may argue that passing in a forward isn't as valuable, you've seen it with Jokic, you've seen it with other bigs. Passing in a forward is still valuable, although maybe it's not utilized. So I think his passing is way better than Jaren Jackson Jr. His defense is obviously a little worse. It's a little worse. However, he is underrated on defense. I feel like Jaren Jackson Jr. can shoot. So can Sabonis. Sabonis doesn't shoot a lot of threes, but he can, and he might not have a great percentage, but he can shoot. He can shoot those mid-range as well. He's definitely way better in mid-range.
He can at least make the 3.
Yeah, he can make the 3.
Making a 3 again, I'm pretty sure everyone knows is essential in today's NBA.
Thank you, Shane.
No problem. I just think that's something that I think oftentimes a lot of people forget,
Yeah, he shoots better 3-point percentages and makes, but obviously if you shoot a better percentage, you'll make them more. But I feel like Sabonis just utilizes the offense better. I feel like although Jaren Jackson Jr. is a better shooter, I feel like Sabonis is a better scorer and more efficient at spacing and passing, which is crucial in today's fast-paced NBA.
I think we kind of skipped this topic earlier. We have it written down, but a topic that going on to Lillard winning the 3-point contest, he's often referred to as one of the best shooters of all time. And I got to ask you the question, before we move on to all time, where do you think Lillard ranks right now in terms of 3-point shooters in the NBA?
Right now. Okay, who's better than him? Steph is better than him.
Steph is better. You could probably say Clay right now. Maybe he's a bit
I don't
iffy.
know about. I don't think so because Clay's like a spot up where
There's
where Lillard can just shoot everywhere.
Yeah,
Harden
is kind of the same. He's similar to Lillard in the sense where he can shoot anywhere as well.
Yeah.
They both have that large arsenal that they use all the time, or large options that they can use from their arsenal all the time.
But thank you for the shout out, Andrew Scott. I saw that. Thank you. But I feel like Lillard, I feel like he's top 3.
Yeah.
How many people can you for sure say is a better 3-point shooter than him right now? Curry.
Probably just Curry, yeah.
You can make argument for a couple guys. You can make arguments for Clay. I don't really like that argument, but you can make it. You can make arguments for Harden. You can make some for Trae Young. But I feel like just without like arguments, I feel like there's no like stone cut player you can just say is just better than Lillard at shooting, except for Curry. Curry's obviously the best shooter ever. He's the best 3-point shooter ever. But Lillard, he's probably the most clutch. Thank you, Noah. Thank you for tuning into the live stream. Tune in next week. Thank you. But Lillard, he's the most clutch shooter ever. He can shoot from pretty much anywhere.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's also efficient when it comes to that too. I feel like he's just better than pretty much everyone but Curry. I feel like there's not really that much of an argument you can make for many other people.
And then going on to all time, I have a very hot take, which I don't think it's as hot now.
All right.
But I think based on what we're going here, I think Damian Lillard is a very strong argument for being the second best shooter of all time.
Ooh, I don't hate that. I obviously don't have stats up, but he takes a lot. He makes a lot. He can make a lot from anywhere. He's statistically one of the most clutch shooters ever. I feel like he definitely has a chance for that. He definitely has a case for that. How many people, like, there's people that are more efficient, but most of the people that are more efficient take a lot less. Like Clay. And historically, like, Steve Kerr is one of the most efficient. Ray Allen, but they don't take as much. You can make a case for Ray Allen, too. Yeah. You can make a case for Ray Allen
especially in the era that he played in and how he was so impactful. But again, going back to Curry, his impact on the 3-point shot is just unfathomable.
Oh, honey. Andrew, I don't know if you were in the stream when the Michael dude was in there. Do you know who that dude is? Do you know who that guy is? He's like, I'm going to donate. We're like, all right.
I've heard the last name Agerton before. It does not ring a bell for me. It rings a bell.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if he's this random ass dude, but if you scroll up, he was like actually like talking about it. He's like, Mac McClung was filthy. And then he's like out of nowhere, turn super chat on, like donations.
I think that might be fresh.
Is that fresh?
Because his live player name was Michael Agerton.
Oh, that might be fresh. Is it?
I think it is. I've seen Agerton before, and his my player's name in 2K20 was Michael Agerton.
Oh, then it's fresh then, and he definitely would not have donated.
Yeah.
That he's got that North Carolina gas station working. Don't question it, Andrew. Don't.
All right, so I think going just to conclude it, I think Lillard probably the second greatest shooter of all time.
Yeah,
he's the only one that's really comparable with Steph in terms of his consistency, his arsenal, his range. His consistency is also a factor that, again, to be a great shooter, it's a must. Yeah. And he has that as well.
Why is this notebook so thick? It's fucking like 2 inches. That's like way too big.
Pause.
So thank you, Andrew Scott, for staying in here. So we have a couple of trades to cover. We can cover the KD trade. We can cover the 3-way trade with D'Lo. We can cover the Kyrie trade. Let's cover the Kevin Durant trade first. The Suns got Kevin Durant and TJ Warren. I feel like that's a lot to get. They got a superstar and TJ Warren. He's a really good role player. He's a spark plug. But the Nets also gained a lot there. They got Mikal Bridges, top 5 fantasy forward. He's carrying me. But he's good too. He's averaging what, like 17, 18.
He's really solid. He's really consistent.
Yeah, he's really consistent. And oh my gosh, the Nets got 2023 first, 2025 first, 2027 first, 2028 first, and 2029 first, which the Suns are really good in the short-term future. But those 2027, 2028, 2029, 3 years in a row, those could be vital. Because if the Suns, KD's old, Chris Paul's old, Booker's not old, but
they're giving up Mikal Bridges, and Cam Johnson, who are two big pieces in there.
Yeah, and
they also gave up Juan. Don't forget that.
And Juan, yeah, Juan Tosca, but KD known for choking in the playoffs. Chris Paul known for choking in the playoffs. Devin Booker is starting to be known for choking in the playoffs. Just the Chris Paul effect. So if they choke in the playoffs these next couple of years, and then KD's old, Chris Paul's old, I don't see how much. They might have 4 to 6 years left, but those 2027, 28, 29 firsts.
I don't think they even have 4 years. Yeah. Chris Paul is in his mid-30s.
Yeah, he's 36. 4 years at max. So those 27, 28, 29 firsts, those could be vital if the Suns start stinking.
The Suns have pretty much given away their entire future in a couple kidneys.
Yeah, for a player that's known for choking and TJ Warren, and they gave up their 2 biggest, most consistent, Mikal Bridges wasn't really a role player for him. Was he starting?
He was a starter.
Yeah, he was starting, but they gave up an underrated starter.
Hey, Monk's here.
They're big role players. He's a clown. All right, Monk. For what? KD obviously is amazing, but just he's known for choking. So I don't think in the long-term future, even the short-term, they might get a ring, but they might be comparable to the Rams in the NFL. They might get a ring and then just start sucking. So you don't know about that. So let's talk about the 3-way.
Oh, wait. Before we move on to that, who do you think won this trade? I think that this might be a bit hot. Well, not really. This is very obvious, but Suns obviously win short-term because they're getting a top 5 player in the league to pair alongside with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. Were not all-stars, but they're definitely all-star caliber players. And then you got someone like DeAndre Ayton, who's been playing really well this year, putting up a 17 and 10. Been a really solid piece. And again, for me, really good fantasy-wise. They might not have the depth, but they have a lot of firepower on that team.
They do have a lot of firepower. But I agree with you short-term, but I might not agree with you yet. Because short-term, they won that trade. Their record will be better than it even is now. But if they don't win a ring, that trade's a failure.
Yeah.
If they don't win a ring, they got KD for nothing. They're giving up their entire future and a solid player in Bridges and a good role player in Cam Johnson for what? A playoff appearance?
It's all they're going with the all or nothing approach here.
Yeah, it's obviously a gamble, but I don't think it's gonna work. KD's known for choking, as we said before.
He does have 2 rings, but
he does. He had the best team ever with him.
Yeah.
So Suns are better than and Eagles. Yeah, we know. We know the Suns are better than our high school team. So what do you think about the 3-way trade with the Lakers, the T-Wolves, and the Jazz?
So I think with the Jazz, it depends what they want to do. If they want to contend in the playoffs, Westbrook hasn't won a ring yet, but he definitely has the experience.
Yeah.
And he definitely has the drive. Him and Colin Sexton, I have a feeling that they're 2 hard workers. They're 2 guys that know how to get it done in many regards. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna be enough to win a championship. If they want to make the second round, it's good for that. What do you think about the Jazz? Well, actually, wait. If they wanted to tank, then they'd probably want to have Westbrook bought up into the teams at the trade deadlines.
Yeah, but I feel like they want to contend because even though they're tanking, they still have those firsts. They have like 4 firsts. Thank you. I like these PJs. They're really comfortable. So, but they do want Westbrook to get bought out because I feel like Westbrook's at a point where like he's too good to be on a tanking team because he can make people more experienced. No, I'm all right. Because he can make people experience. He can like help his team. So I feel like he's too good to be on a tanking team, but he's not good enough, and he chokes too much to be on a contending team. Westbrook better than I know. Westbrook is way better than me. Yeah, but what do you think about the Lakers?
Wait. So they got D'Lo again. That's a nice little reunion. Malik Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt, two. Wow. Okay. And then who'd they give up?
They gave up Westbrook and a 2027 pick.
That is a really, really, really good trade for the Lakers.
That is a really good trade.
Because Westbrook, of course, when you compare it to D'Angelo Russell statistically, Westbrook had a much bigger impact. But if you look at how D'Lo did on the Timberwolves, he didn't do bad at all.
The fuck you gonna gritty on Mark? Okay. Thank you for the comments, Mung, helping the algorithm out. Yeah, I agree with you. But they obviously traded away Westbrook getting rid of that contract. But where do you think the Lakers are? Because I feel like they're like a middle of the road team now, but I feel like that just jeopardized their pick. Because obviously their pick is going to the Pelicans this year. So their pick doesn't really matter. But like, where do you think they are?
I think now with D'Lo, Westbrook is he needs the ball in his hands to be successful. And it's not like needing the ball in your hands to be successful is a bad thing. He's not trying to be selfish. But Westbrook, like when he played with stars like Bradley Beal, who went from 24 points per game to 31 points per game with Westbrook, and then you have Paul George statistically averaged 29 points per game in his best year at the OKC. Westbrook can turn a good player into a great player, and that's just what makes some people great, like Westbrook.
That's true.
Even though he's older right now, I think if Westbrook gets the keys to one of the teams, I don't think he's going to be able to drive him to a championship. But if a team wants, I don't think there's many teams like this. If they just want a sense of direction, there's going to be some teams that want to tank. There's some teams that want to win. And in most cases, it's split between those two. There's no in between. Yeah. There's no team that's just like, okay, let's make the first round this year. It's either usually, unless they have that sense of direction where they're trying to build their young core. So I could see the Jazz maybe doing that.
Yeah, I can see the Jazz doing that too, but I feel like they also would like Westbrook to get bought out because obviously he's not playing any games previous to the All-Star break.
Wait a minute.
What are you doing?
Oh, we can't like it from there? Oh, that's a darn shame.
Shane is locked in. Yes, you see the way he was staring at that camera? He is locked. But so I feel like the Jazz want Westbrook to get bought out because I feel like they want to eliminate any of the big. He is the GOAT. Shane is the beast.
Cheers, bro.
I feel like they want to eliminate any potential big contracts like that. They're tanking. They want their pick. All right, Mung. They want their pick. They have all of them, but I feel like if you rebuild from the ground up, the salary cap doesn't really matter. Like it obviously matters in the sense that you can't sign other players, but it doesn't matter in the sense that all the homegrown talent you can still get in. Hey, bring him in. Where's Scott at? We're at Shane's house. Scott isn't here. So I feel like they want to get rid of Westbrook's contract, get him bought out as soon as possible. So if they're contending, it doesn't really matter because they still have the picks.
We got to get Scott on an episode at some
point. We do. We have to get Scott on. Love you, Mr. Long.
Or we got to get both the Scotts on.
Who's the other Scott?
There's this one, and then the other one.
Oh my god, I'm autistic. I am autistic. I was thinking first name. I was thinking first name. I'll bring some ball knowledge of Mark's tiny. Okay, Scott. Just because of Mung's hating doesn't mean you got it too. I saw you previously. You were saying good takes and shit. Just because Mung's hating doesn't mean you have to. Andrew Brother, that's kind of facts. But so what about the Mavs trade with Kyrie?
I think Luka and Kyrie, we've seen this. I think they're going to be scary.
They're gonna be scary.
Because
Why
I
so
think-
serious?
I think Westbrook is going to. I think Westbrook. I think Luka
Oh yeah.
and Kyrie are going to let each other cook.
Poor take. Wow.
Oh.
He called it. Wow, Mom. How dare you disrespect Shane like that?
They both need the ball in their hands.
They
I
do.
know, but that's kind of the same thing with Kyrie and LeBron.
Yeah,
They both
but
needed the ball in their hands.
that's true. But it's different between two ISO point guards that need the ball in their hands and LeBron. Because obviously both Luka and LeBron make teammates better, but LeBron's fucking LeBron.
Yeah.
LeBron was like him for a couple weeks. I love Kyrie at Dallas. Mark Cuban loves white guys. Yeah. Mark Cuban, yeah. This is the only help Mark Cuban has ever given Luka and his wife.
Well, I mean, he could give them money from Shark Tank. I don't know how that's going to work, but he's got that maybe.
He could give him money from Shark Tank. He can give Luka. All right. How is your papa? Can we do some karaoke? No, I'm all right. I don't want to participate in the Stangalini family karaoke right now. Yeah, obviously the Mavs won that trade, but we have to see how it pans out because Mung is right. They do both need their ball in their hands. They both make their teammates better.
I
But
thought you were talking about he was right about the karaoke.
I'm the only viewer. Ha! Scott left. I don't really care you're the only viewer. We got one. Even if you leave, we can still upload this and stuff. So.
Oh yeah, we
Get fucked, Mung.
wait, no, there's still one person here.
Who is the what? But they're both there. Did Mung leave when I said that?
Oh no, they're invisible.
How do you make what?
No, I'm kidding. I don't know what's going
Yeah,
on.
no. Mark sing part. Nah, I'm all right. Okay, we still got a couple things to talk about.
Wait, we can watch our live stream right here.
We can watch our. Oh.
Yeah, see?
We can watch.
We have the live stream on a computer right now.
Oh, you can watch the live stream. Wait, if you turn up the volume,
Is there gonna be echo?
you can watch the live stream on the live.
So does that mean
Alright.
the people on the live stream can watch the live stream
Yeah, they can
While
watch
being
the
on the
live
live
stream
stream.
on the live stream.
while being on the live stream?
Mark sing "Fellas in Paris." I'll get a quarter of Celine to sing it.
All right.
Okay, we got a couple hot takes. What? Are we even doing that?
Yeah.
All right.
Come on.
Shane.
Wait, what you which you want to save the best for last?
Yeah. Okay. Shane wants us to discuss. Shane wants us to discuss where Carmelo ranks all time.
So I think it's safe to say he's not going to be 13th.
Now I think he is 13th. I feel like 13th is a great number there. I feel like he's comfortable with that number.
Actually, yeah.
I feel like he's had experience with the 13th spot. I feel like he could rank number 13th of all time. Which Carl? The wrong Carl, buddy. No, I'm not his type. He likes girls. He's not gay, I don't think. So I think
you never know. Those girls could have been wearing masks and actually have been. All right.
Nah, because. Okay, seriously though, where do you think he? Are you looking at
I'm
the
looking.
list?
I want to see where he stacks up to other people on this.
I don't think he's top 10. Okay, my top 5.
Yeah, he's not.
This could be a hot take for our top 5. I don't know if we discussed this. I feel like we have before on the podcast.
Oh, for a top 5?
Yeah. So I got mine: Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, Bird, and Magic. Bird and Magic are pretty much interchangeable. But
I'm pretty sure I had the same one, right?
I'm pretty sure you did.
Except
So,
I just had Magic over Bird. I
Yeah.
think, but they are interchangeable.
Where would Malone rank? Because I don't really have like a top 20 list. I feel like he's around there. I feel like he's like around 15, 16, 17. Although 17 is too old for
All right,
him.
you want to just start listing players right now?
Yeah.
So we got LeBron.
Yeah.
We got Jordan.
Yeah.
We got Shaq.
Mm-hmm.
We got Tim Duncan.
Shaq?
I would put Shaq over Karl Malone.
Yeah.
Wait, and then I said Kareem. No, I didn't say Kareem. Kareem, Kobe,
Yeah.
Bird and
Dirk,
Magic.
Bird and Magic, Dirk. Ivan 1K.
That's facts.
Mm-hmm.
That's facts. And then you got you got to put Steph Curry on him over him.
You do.
Oscar Robertson.
Yeah. Did I say Dirk?
You did say Dirk.
I said Dirk. KG.
Yeah, I put KG over him.
Hakeem.
Actually, that's a hot take.
I have KG over.
That I could see that debate taking place just because Karl Malone's longevity and him scoring so many points.
Yeah, Karl Malone really shows a lot about age, you know?
Yeah.
His,
In both directions.
yeah.
His versatility.
I said Carl Nielsen. Carl Nielsen is a unit. He is a beast.
Who else would be? Oh, I have a good one. What about? I know this shouldn't be the first name to come to mind, but what about?
You're right. Stockton did well. Ooh. No, I feel like Malone kind of carried Stockton.
The thing is, Stockton made him better, though. Definitely.
Stockton definitely made him better. I feel like they helped each other. I don't feel like one carried the other.
They go like this.
Yeah, and without, he does that to other people too.
Yes.
But no, I agree with you, Matt. But I feel like also without Malone, Stockton would be mid too.
I think the thing is, Stockton would have less assists. I don't think that means he's mid.
Yeah, I don't feel like Malone would be mid without Stockton either.
Malone would definitely not be mid without Stockton.
Stockton, greatest passer of all time. Ooh, that's a hot take.
There's Steve.
Mung with the hot take.
There's Nash.
Yeah.
There's Stockton.
And there's Magic.
There's Magic. There's Chris Paul. And if you really wanted to, you could throw in Oscar Robertson and Westbrook. And maybe even, I think it's too early to say Jokic is in the conversation, but he's definitely the best passing big man of all time.
Yeah, I agree.
That's not
Arvidas Sabonis. No, I'm joking. Arvidas is up there.
Top 5 player of all time.
No.
I agree with that.
Top 5 shooter of all time. If you were there, we discussed that.
We said that.
If you were tuning into the whole.
We said Dame, or I thought that Dame was the second greatest shooter of all time. What are your thoughts, Mom?
I also said that. I said Dame was the second best shooter of all time. I'm agreeing with you, Mung. How are you saying I don't know ball? Dame over Curry. Ooh.
More clutch. He is more clutch.
He is more clutch. I agree with that.
He hasn't been in as many big moments. Oh, better rapper.
He's got the better flow.
Skill-based matchmaking. Wait, that's not relevant. My bad. Never mind.
Dame can dunk better.
That is true.
Dame can dunk. He's black.
I didn't know that. Wait,
is Mung the only one in here?
No, there's 2 people. There could just be another. Wait.
Is it us?
No, I don't even have it open.
Thank you, Mung, for being here. Hey, Andrew Scott is back. He hasn't left as he was. I'm still here. Yeah. You haven't been participating. We don't know. Sometimes it says there's one viewer when there's no one. Sometimes it says there's 5 when there's 10. You never know.
What about Allen Iverson versus Karl Malone?
That is very random. Well, let's see here. Allen Iverson, great without much help.
Really big influence.
Really big influence.
I mean, Malone was a bigger influence in the wrong way.
And doesn't fuck 13-year-olds.
That's a plus.
So I'm gonna.
But he will probably throw a bowling ball at a 13-year-old.
That's mean. Why are you disrespecting me? Great on top 15 player of all time if not hurt. We don't really know that. I can't really put like an opinion on something not really like.
He also wouldn't have been made fun of by a grandma.
That's true. Yeah.
Actually, maybe he would have, just not in a depressing way.
Blazers over something that.
Are we talking?
Mung, you've been here a while. You should like the stream.
Are we,
There's been 2 likes for a while, Mung. You should give it that.
Wait, are we talking about all time or are we talking about right now? Because what do you think? All time Blazers or Celtics?
Blazers have a couple Hall of Famers. Celtics, I don't really know any of the bums on that team. So,
and I'm pretty sure they won. How many?
CJ better than Smart. I agree with that. McCollum over Smart. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Although I feel like on the Celtics, if you swap McCollum and Smart, the Celtics, McCollum would be better individually by far, but I don't think the Celtics would be as good.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Smart is like the Celtics engine.
It's like Draymond Green to the Warriors.
Yeah.
He's that glue guy.
He's the glue guy.
And now I think this is the moment that everyone's been waiting for. The 2 people that are right here, right now. That anyone that watches this later, what they've been waiting for.
We never really introduced it, so they don't know what they're waiting for.
It's in the caption.
Oh, it is in the caption. I forgot I added that. Okay. What does LeBron have to do? The flop size. What? I think Jordan's better.
Yeah, I still think Jordan's better.
But what would LeBron have to do to be better than Jordan?
I think he would need probably either another title or another MVP. I know it's a lot to ask for.
Is there?
Yeah, that I was saying. LeBron getting his shot in.
But here's the thing: no matter how many rings LeBron can get 4 straight rings to end his career. Everyone will use the argument 6 for 6 for Jordan.
Yeah,
you can't say that for LeBron. So is there anything like LeBron could do realistically? Even if he wins another, he has what, 5?
Yeah,
5 for 11.
The thing is, Jordan might be 6 for 6. That sounds incredible. But he's only been to the finals 6 times. LeBron's been to the finals 10 times, but again, in this case, it's not about getting to the finals 10 times.
Winning.
It's winning. That's the big part. If LeBron was like 8 for 10 or 7 for 10, there'd be a much different story. But
LeBron's left. I can't win. But
this is why you play sports.
Okay. You didn't need that. But is there anything like LeBron? His career is over in a couple of years. Is there anything he can do? Like even with all the longevity, better longevity than Jordan,
better longevity than anyone of all time.
Better, probably the best longevity of anyone. With the caliber he's still playing, is there like anything he can really do? One LeBron better than you, mate. Yeah, I know. I never.
So yeah, probably another ring would definitely help his case. I think if he has like a 50-50 record in the finals, which I don't really see. I don't really see.
Even if he wins, he's 5 for 11.
People that I've talked to, they also think there's not really much LeBron can do to get over Michael Jordan because the chance of it happening isn't very high anymore, just because of just because he's had such a big impact on what am I
Are
even
you
saying
alright?
right now?
Just
What
'cause
am I
he's
saying right now? Yeah, but I don't think LeBron has a very good chance of overtaking Jordan. I don't think.
Yeah, I agree.
As good as he is, as incredible as his longevity is,
no matter how many records he really has.
yeah, longevity. The thing is, there's always going to be an argument that longevity is never really talking about how good a player really is. It's just talking about how long a player can be good for, which are two different things somehow.
That's true. So I feel like that just wraps it up, right?
Yeah. So that being said, one more thing, give it a little bit extra. Can Luka be better than LeBron in his career?
Wow.
Can Luka overtake LeBron and maybe, just maybe, challenge Jordan? I mean, obviously,
what's
right,
Luka gonna do? He's gonna win like 5 MVPs.
Yeah. The thing is, Luka, if you're just looking at 2K, you can see how dominant the man is in 2K. And somehow they were right. I did not think 2K was going to predict Luka being as cracked as he is, putting up a near 35-point triple-double. And then when he puts up like 38 and 8, for his standards, that's a bad game.
So he could put up 39 and 9 next game and it'd be a bad game.
Yeah.
But like, if Jokic wins,
efficient too. By the
if
way.
Jokic wins MVP, where is he all time? Like already?
Oh yeah, that's right. Jokic is 2 MVPs.
Because he could win back to back to back. First time since Bird.
My God.
He could. He has to be able to carry his team to the finals.
Yeah.
But if he can do that.
The thing is, I can see him do that. They keep that core. They've had some decent runs. They have Jamal Murray. They have Michael Porter Jr. Aaron Gordon is a seasoned veteran that's playing very well right now.
Dame over CP0 rings.
I can probably agree with that. Agree with that.
That is a good one. I agree with. Ooh.
I think I'm siding with Dame.
I might have to sign with Dame. I don't even really like Chris Paul.
Chris Paul, of course, in his prime, like 25 and 11. That's insane.
I don't even like Chris Paul. Like if I like Dame, if I like Chris Paul, it'd make for a better argument.
Dame is also Dame 0 rings, but he's a better rapper. He's a better dunker. Yeah.
I feel like that wraps it up. We said okay. Thank you. So I feel like we've covered an hour. We did our hour live stream like we said we would. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Matt, for tuning in.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, everyone. Noah tuned in earlier. I think it was Fresh.
I think that was Fresh.
That tuned in earlier. Have a good one, guys.
And we'll see you guys next week.
There you go.